I know I need to size up with you, and when I defang the Viper, trust me, ain't gonna come from nowhere. Jeff, I already put you out. I don't even know why you're out here right now. Keep on talking. Hey, do me a favor. Why don't you act like this is an AA meeting and you shut your mouth while I'm sharing with the group? And Mustafa, you out here, a boy among men. And I'm gonna tell you what, you got lucky at the Rumble, so I know you're gonna come out here and run your mouth about how bad you are. But let me give you a little bit of a reality check. You see, Mustafa, you said that my eyes don't lie. Well, your eyes don't lie either, because last week, they were closed real tight when I put your simple ass to sleep. And AJ, hey man, be honest with me. How's our old girl Wendy doing?
Welcome back to the Clark Street Wrestling Podcast. It's me, Hafeez, and with me as always is Devin, and we are about to go through predictions. It is that time. WrestleMania season is here. Stand and Deliver Takeover season is here. Yeah, absolutely. You know, got two great show kind of atmospheres we're going to have going on here. One for NXT, one for WWE. Definitely excited, you know, just as a wrestling fan, definitely excited for both. But yeah, NXT, we're going to start off with that. And that's the one, honestly, that I'm more excited about than WrestleMania. Just NXT is my favorite show.
Right,
so
let's be real,
you know,
son.
Yeah,
real.
Just keeping it real, like, you know, if I had to rank them, definitely Stand and Deliver is the one I'm definitely more excited for. Some of these matches are going to be epic, match of the year type matches. You know, maybe some all-time classics could happen. You know, we've got some pretty special situations going on in a lot of these matches. So I can't wait to get into these predictions and ultimately see these shows this coming Wednesday and Thursday. So yeah, man, it's gonna be a hell of a weekend, and then followed up with WrestleMania. Obviously, it's still WrestleMania, still hyped for it, but yeah, it's Stand and Deliver for me.
Are you ready for the cock experience? The cock experience is coming. Are you ready for it?
What? Remind me of that again. You brought that up last week too, and I already forgot. What?
Yes, peacock. So you're not able.
Oh yeah. Well, for Stand and Deliver, technically you don't have to have Peacock to watch
Night one. So you have the
Night 2.
option to watch it Peacock, or you can watch it on USA Network. Which I'm going to watch on USA Network. I'm not watching.
Yeah, I'm not even going to mess around with
that.
with it. If I don't have to, I'm not going to.
Right.
That's just the way.
Night 2, then I got no other way.
Got no other choice there.
Right.
I mean, you know, it'll be interesting though, because even Night 2, the way that schedule's working out, you know, it probably won't affect me as much. I think the same for both of us, because we've got a special that we're going to be recording during that. So
we should be fine. We should be fine.
So that it'll be done by the time we're done recording that. So we shouldn't have any issues with rewinding or pausing, because it won't be live for the Thursday one. But yeah, definitely for Wednesday, I don't even know. Yeah, I definitely have to see it on USA, because I'm you know, with my work situation, there's no other way. Like
at least you get to watch it on your time though, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So I have my DVR capabilities, so I get to pause, rewind, fast forward, all that good stuff that you normally do with the pause rewind feature. But
oh man, Peacock, get your shit together. Oh man, all right. So let's have some fun. Let's go through these predictions. Night 1, Night 2, Stand and Deliver, gonna be an epic pair of takeovers. So let's start off with Night 1. Let's get
First off, man, before we kick it off, predictions real quick. NXT Tuesday nights. What are your thoughts now?
Cool. Let's go. You know,
that's what
let's go. I'm cool with it. I don't really have an issue. They broke it down kind of nicely with that press release that they showed. It following up Raw. You know, looking at their stats, it'll help. You know, help to evolve to the NXT brand. You know, that's cool. Like business speak. You know, I'm cool with that excuse. You know, I'm sure this is just something that the NBC Universal company was just, they're saying, hey, you got to do this. This is part of the deal. And WWE's like, all right, cool, let's just make the best of it, So that's what it feels like, probably more realistically. But, Hunter's kind of saying, hey, we can develop the brand a little bit better, looking at
that a whole,
looking at the past, it's helped them, So, it's fine. But I'm not worried about it. The whole Wednesday Night Wars thing was cool, from a fan perspective. It's like, cool,
but
just
it really
having
wasn't
these
a war,
two competing.
Though,
but it really, it wasn't. It was nothing like the Monday Night Wars. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Like, you can't compare this to WWF versus WCW. That was a true war. They were going back and forth. They got ugly at times. Spoilers coming from WCW saying, Mick Foley is going to win the title. Whoever wants to watch that crap, blah, blah. And then people actually turn the channel to see it. Like, oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
So,
seeing DX invade, Nitro, seeing all that good stuff.
That was real. It was real, So this one was different, but it was still fun to be like, all right, you got these two competing, like shows competing for my views. Like, which one am I going to watch first, or how do I want to do this experience? How do I set up my night? Like that whole thing was kind of cool for a while. Eventually just, with DVR and all the other avenues, it's like, it didn't even matter, so half the time I'm watching it probably like on a Thursday anyway, because it's kind of hard for me to see everything the same night, just given real life and just stuff we got to go through every day. But, it's fine. Going to Tuesday is cool.
Hell yeah. Like I didn't care too much, man. I didn't mind about the switch to Tuesday nights. I thought it was a good move. Viewership wise, I thought it was a great move, because I think they did like a Tuesday night special. I remember either
they had like Super Tuesday events.
Yeah, for NXT, and actually they had a ratings. They had an improvement in their ratings, so that was cool. So I was like, okay, so maybe in the future they might want to think about actually coming to Tuesdays instead of just trying to, go toe to toe with AEW, which it wasn't really working. If anything, they was hurting their own viewership numbers.
Yeah, man. I think like they were both saying the same thing. Like it's it's a good move overall. I'm just more of like, I'm a fan, so you just tell me the day and the time and I'll watch it. It doesn't really matter where at this point. I'm pretty loyal to NXT. And they kind of said that in the press release too. Like they feel like they have enough of a following that they're not too concerned about moving from Wednesdays to Tuesdays in terms of losing people. So if anything, they'll gain some viewers.
They will.
So
they will.
That should be cool. And coming off of Raw, people that are hungry to see more wrestling. Like if they the casual fans that come on after WrestleMania, like to say, hey, tune in tomorrow and you'll see more wrestling. It's like, okay, cool. Maybe that'll work too.
Over.
Yeah. So that strategically, I can see it working out for them. Big picture for me as a fan, like again, just tell me what day of the week it is. Tell me what time it is. I'm tuning in. That's it. NXT, I'm here. I'm here for them.
Hell yeah, NXT. So, let's go. The gold stand.
Let's go, and let's get right into it. So stand and deliver. NXT always, or NXT takeovers for sure, always do deliver when it comes to just giving us these epic pay-per-views. Rarely ever do they, let us down or disappoint us. Short of a couple of Pat McAfee moments, I feel like it's been pretty flawless, all throughout their history.
Yeah.
So, that's just what it is.
Yeah,
they did what they had to do, but here we are. Back on track, with some epic matches. I keep saying that, so let's get right into them. The first one, which probably could be an opener, and it's one match that I kind of talked about. It's funny how these things happen sometimes, where the minute Pete Dunne said he's the best technical wrestler, I think you asked me, I said, who do you think he should go against? And I said, Kushida. I said right off the bat, Kushida. And then Kushida started calling himself the best technical wrestler. I'm like, oh my God, this is happening.
Yes.
But they still hadn't made the match. I'm like, they got to put it on night one, on for Stand and Deliver. Night one, just do it. You got 4 matches. You need a 5th one, put it there. And it was like the last, the main event was this, the Battle Royal to see who's going to be, in the Gauntlet Eliminator matchup at Stand and Deliver night one. Night one. And they eliminated each other. I was like, oh, here we go.
This is happening.
This could be it. And sure enough, Real and Regal comes through, makes the match.
Literally like 5 minutes later.
Put it on the lower third, the ticker basically.
Yes.
Oh my God! Guess what match just got made? It's gonna be Pete Dunne versus Kushida renewing their rivalry. Stand and Deliver night one. I'm like, hallelujah, William Regal, you the man, hallelujah. There you go, Hunter. Yes.
Yes. Good move.
Giving the people what they want. So,
yes, instantly, man. Like, let's just make this happen. If we need to give a little story within that battle royal, do it. Eliminated each other. Cool. 5 minutes later, literally 5 minutes later, you see a graphic with Kushida and Pete Dunne.
Yes.
Night one.
Yes.
Stand and deliver.
Right. Oh, man. Definitely delivering the goods here. So, this matchup, in terms of predictions, I mean, I'm a fan of both of these guys. I feel like, in terms of best technical wrestler, I mean, this to kind of say who's the best technical wrestler, it's tough, man. Like, my heart says I'm going Pete Dunne because that's the guy that I would want to see win. But you know something? I think logically, and I think that given the past history of how this man's year has gone, and just coming up so close and not quite reaching the brass ring, I feel like Kushida's going to get it. I feel like Kushida's going to grab this dub. I think he's going to get this win, the win that he didn't get when he faced Johnny Gargano in that epic North American Championship matchup.
Yes.
It just makes sense. Pete Dunne's the heel, so it's like, all right, I can understand. Maybe Pete Dunne, this is kind of like the thing he needs, the extra kick in the ass, like, shit, like I lost this match? Oh, hell no. And that can kind of motivate him to be even more evil and more sinister to finally, break through and get what he wants. Like, knock him down one more peg, and then that'll help propel him. So I'm going with Kushida in this one.
Good pick. Good pick. I like it. I think I'm going to go with Kushida as well. Even if you would have went with me first, I think I would have went with Kushida because I'm glad you said logically he's been like on this losing slump. So he needs a win, a big comeuppance win, and why not against Pete Dunne? And Pete Dunne, he can afford an L. I think so. Yeah. A strong L, he can. He could take it. And I like how you say he can evolve from it too, from his character. I wasn't even thinking like that, like even get more pissed off from it. It's like, oh, fuck that. I'm supposed to be the best technical wrestler, and I lost. Like, using that extra motivation. Oh, bro, hell yeah. You got me geeked from that, bro. I'd rather see that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
See like an evolving Pete Dunne character, man, being pissed off from losing from the best technical wrestler. So let's go.
Exactly. Because where do you go from here if Kushida loses? Like, he takes another L, gets knocked down another peg. Like, I don't want to see him turn heel because that, to me, it's not interesting. Kushida's character,
not for him.
being, the babyface role fits him well. And now he can start his momentum, his climb back up to the top. For Pete Dunne, he's the one that's like, okay, if he takes the L, what does that look like? Like, you think he's, an evil, son of a bitch right now. Like, if he takes an L, he's going to be just unbearable. Like, he's going to be so pissed off. The things he's going to do to people after that, oh, my God. So, I want to see. What does that look like? I want to see it. So,
let's go.
Yeah, man. So, we're in agreement there. Kushida winning that matchup. Maybe the opening matchup. What do you think? Do you think that'll be the opening matchup or no?
I can see, man, it's a lot of potentials when you see it. Like, fuck. Besides the Io Shirai and Raquel Gonzalez, that's the main event. But literally, you could do the 6-man Gauntlet Eliminator.
That'd be a good
first
starter.
One. Yep, that could be or the triple threat tag team match. Like, Pete. Oh my God, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't. I don't know. Literally, I can't answer that question. I can't answer that. I can't answer. I think looking at the card, it's just like, fuck. Just to be the first match, just to kick it off, I don't know.
Yeah, I'll stick with this matchup, the Kushida Pete Dunne matchup, as the opener. But I think that there's two other matches on this card that I could see potentially being the opener, and it'll make a lot of sense. I mean, it'd be shocking if they went with, say, the Walter matchup or the Women's Championship matchup as the starter and then ended with the other championship match. I'd be shocked by that, honestly. The other two matches, though, the 6-man Gauntlet match and the triple threat tag team match, those seem like good contenders for openers as well. So, yeah, any of those three, I think, Pete Dunne, Kushida, triple threat tag, or 6-man Gauntlet would be the most likely to be the opener. I'm going to go with one of those other ones too to take as the next one we break down here. So let's just go with the triple threat tag team match. Let's just go there. So we've got the teams of MSK, which is Wesley and Nash Carter, versus the grizzled young veterans. That's James Drake and Zach Gibson, and Legado del Fantasma featuring Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde. Devin, your turn, sir. Tell us who you going with.
I got grizzled young veterans, man. All right, fuck the bullshit.
That's a layup.
Just pull the trigger. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? The faces can change, can chase. It makes sense. Let them chase. MSK, Nash Carter. I love their team. I love MSK. I'm down with Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde, Legado del Fantasma. That's cool.
They've been good.
Yeah. But do I see them as champions? Texas champs? I don't know. I can't.
Think wrong place, wrong time.
Exactly.
You know,
I think
them.
so.
Yeah.
I think so. But not with the Grizzly Young Veterans, man. Grizzly Young Veterans. Yeah. I got them. Let's go. Fuck the bullshit. Let's do it.
Same. Agreed. I mean, I can't really even add much more to that, man. Like Grizzly Young Vets, it just makes sense. I thought they should have won the tournament, and they didn't. So this is the time to make it up. Give them this one. That's just what I'll say about that. So we're in agreement there. Yeah. Grizzled young veterans being the new, well, what do they say? Soon to be recognized as the tag team champions of NXT. It'll be the Grizzled Young Vets. I'm pretty confident on that, man. I'd give them like a 90% chance to win this matchup, man. That's how confident I am. Yeah.
Real confident, man.
I'd say 90%.
Why not just the whole 100 then, man? You can't do it?
I mean, yeah.
Can't do a 99.9?
You always got man. If just in case Triple H or William Regal wakes up the morning of and says, you know what, MSK, I like these kids. Like I was shocked that they won the tournament. So I won't put it past them to swerve us again and give them this win, because maybe they see them as the future faces or the current faces of this tag division. And maybe, we're overlooking the fact that maybe this isn't long-term for the Grizzly Young Vets. Maybe they're just here for now, but then they go back to NXT UK eventually. Maybe, like we don't know the inner workings of all this, but my hope is that this is long-term. And if that's the case, Grizzly Young Vets should be the tag team champions, man. So we're in agreement there. All right, let's go to the 6-man Gauntlet Eliminator matchup. Ooh, this is interesting. So we even have the order of how these guys are going to come out already, based off of the Battle Royal.
That stipulation for the Battle Royale? Like it had like 2 stipulations within that match. Like the first, soon they get down to the final 6. The final 6 will be part of the Gauntlet for night 1, and then. They'll get whoever gets eliminated will be basically that will be the lineup for the Gauntlet.
That's smart.
Matches. Yeah,
it's smart. I like that. It was real straightforward, easy to understand. Wade Barrett broke it down perfectly. He even said, this is super simple. Like the way he didn't say it in those words, but that's basically how he laid it out. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, cool. I like that. The last 6 people in this, they're in it. The order is going to be determined by who gets eliminated. So out of the 6, if you're the first person out in the 6, then you're the first person in the tournament or in the eliminator. It made a lot of sense, man. It was cool. So I like that. I like the way that they structured that whole thing. So Leon Ruff was eliminated. Was the first of the last 6 to be eliminated in that battle royal. So he's going to start things off with Isaiah Swerve Scott, who was thrown out right after him. So it's going to be the continuation of the Leon Ruff, Isaiah Swerve Scott matchup. We also have Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Mr. Money himself, Cameron Grimes, to the moon. Dexter Loomis standing in the corner doing nothing.
From Roderick Strong, by the way.
Oh, he's trying. He's still trying, man. He doesn't want that intellectual property to go to waste, man. He's trying to get that IP. So, and good for him, too. He sees a money opportunity, man. Even during the Battle Royal, he saw a money opportunity.
He was like, wait.
Brought out the stacks. He's like, look, you get a stack and you go that way. You get a stack and you go that way. Yeah. Dexter Loomis, LA Knight, like, what'd you say, huh? And even LA Knight was like, hey, man, it's not a bad idea.
Right.
It's not a bad idea. He's got a point.
Right. LA Knight was like, hey, you know what? Use the extra scratch.
Of course, Dexter Loomis, though, was like, money. What the shit? I don't give a shit about money. Like, him, it's not about that. I don't even know if it's about the title, man. I don't know what this guy is really, like, passionate about, but we're going to find out here soon enough. So I said all the competitors again. Leon Ruff, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Loomis, and the last entrant will be LA Knight, who won the Battle Royal. Mm-hmm. So I kind of think I know, well, not know, but I saw kind of a prediction for how I think all this is going to go. I think Isaiah Swerve Scott is going to beat Leon Ruff. Then I think Bronson Reed is going to beat Swerve Scott. Then I think Bronson Reed is going to beat Cameron Grimes. Now, it gets interesting with Bronson Reed and Dexter Lumis. Like, those two guys, they're kind of in the same boat of they're the two faces that have the best chance to beat Johnny Gargano potentially, or at least give him a good challenge. And then you still got LA Knight on the side. So that one is kind of a toss-up for me. But I'm going to say Dexter Lumis beats Bronson Reed. And then you got LA Knight and you got Dexter Lumis, which is a rematch of how the Battle Royal ended. Mm-hmm. Now, this is tricky because not Dexter Lumis, LA Knight basically just debuted. He won his first match, and then he lost his second match. Now he won the Battle Royal, and he had the face-off with Johnny Gargano. Yeah. So does that mean they may go another route and say, hey, let's go ahead and have LA Knight, this the shiny new acquisition, from the indie scene, like bring him in and, try to make him a star right off the bat? Or do they go the other route and have Dexter Lumis, kind of continue his storyline with the Gargano family, on night 2? I want to believe that what we said previous to all of this is going to happen. That this is all a roundabout way to get Dexter Lumis to go against Johnny Gargano. That's basically all this is. So I'm going to pick Dexter Lumis to win this matchup and beat LA Knight.
Yes, I'm going to stick with when we had the breakdown of the special preview of Stand and Deliver. I'm going to stick with the same pick, kind of foreshadowing when I said Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis, moving on, night 2 to face Johnny the Way Gargano. By the way, I enjoyed him on commentating. Him and Beth Phoenix going at it. Beth Phoenix was like, Johnny Gargano was just, livid because, he has to face the match. He's like, I only have a 24-hour notice from William Regal. This is not fair. Beth Phoenix was like, well, I think that he made the right move in giving the people at the CWC, people what they want. He was like, Beth, really? You think you know me? You think you know me? I lost it, bro.
Johnny is on one, man. He's great. Even with LA Knight. So one of LA Knight's catchphrases, is the thing. He says all the time, but he also would call people dummies. And so when Johnny Gargano and LA Knight kind of had that stare down, LA Knight was saying, this money, because Dexter Lumis threw all the money in there. Yep. He's like, it's not about the money, it's about that. It's about that. He's like, really? This? You're not getting this, dummy. Yeah, I said it, dummy. I'm like, oh, okay. He's throwing that at him. That's good, man. So yeah, man, Johnny Gargano, he's on point with his back and forth with the personalities here. And we're gonna talk about him when we get to night 2. But so the prediction from both of us is going to be that Dexter Lumis is the one to go against the leader of the way, Johnny Gargano. All right, now we're getting to the nitty-gritty here for night 1. We've got for the NXT UK Championship. Oh my God, we've got Tommaso Ciampa, maybe the Blackheart again, maybe the Psycho Killer again. He's maybe found that in him. He had a little promo kind of saying, if people want to know if he's still in there, if the Blackheart's in there, if the Psycho's in there, they're going to find out. They're going to find out at night 1. That's what he said. So we'll see. All right. So it's Tommaso Ciampa, maybe that other dude, versus motherfucking Walter. That's what we call him. It's what it is. It's motherfucking Walter.
Yes.
So, yeah, man, this matchup, actually, you break this down, man. You go. What do you think?
What I think?
What do you think?
Oh, my God. This match, I don't know. Maybe match of the night, maybe possible show. So it's a lot of matches in night 1 that could be match of the night, real talk. Yeah. But I'm just going to put this one a candidate. I just say that, a candidate for match of the night. Because 100%. You have Tommaso, who came out with I say, pretty damn good promo. I liked it. Because basically Walter is pushing him, maybe, possibly, perhaps to becoming the Black Hurt. 2018 Tommaso Ciampa, as Tommaso said it.
You referenced it. He said
it. Yes. So I like the teases. Will we get it? I don't know. This is let's slow it down now. This is the man that tapped out in the fight pit. The Timothy.
If that man shows up, he's done. If that Tommaso shows up, he's done.
Right. I need the black card. I need the Vegeta. The one that I was saying, I'm going to send you to the next dimension. I need that motherfucker right there, man.
Yes.
If he shows up, okay. Now we talking. But I don't know if he will. That is the question. That is a big question.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, and that's the question I cannot have answered right now, since I can't have that question answered, I got motherfucking Walter, the 700 and plus day reign champion. This man is just, oh my God, he is the trendsetter now. All right, trendsetter.
Yep.
And I like that promo. He kicked off that video promo.
Oh yeah.
He shit he was saying, he was all facts about Tommaso. He was like, you ain't to 2018 Tommaso. Where's that dude at? Where's the dude that was? Yes. Yep. Like, where's the dude that all cared about the championship?
You got other priorities now. Like, you don't care about the championship anymore. Yeah. So what's the difference between me and you?
Right.
You know,
Walter,
like, this is all I live for right here in the ring.
Yes. Walter is focused.
Mm-hmm.
Focus.
Yes.
I can't bet against that, man.
No,
I'm like, that drive and that focus. Okay, Tommaso, yeah, you fighting for your family, but Walter, shit.
Yeah,
that's a motherfucking Walter, bro.
That's
I got Walter.
Yes, man. So you know, the question of will we see the 2018 Blackheart Psycho Killer Tommaso Ciampa?
Yeah.
I'm hopeful, and I believe we will see glimpses of that Tommaso Ciampa in this matchup. But to me, it doesn't matter. I think even if we do, honestly, I do not see him taking this belt off of Walter. I don't think that'll be enough. I really don't. I think that Walter is just on another level right now. The man, 700 plus day reign. It's gonna be something. It's gonna take a monumental effort to beat this man. Seeing what the matches he's already done with guys like Tyler Bate, you know, and Ilya Dragunov, you know, Pete Dunne. Yes. These are epic confrontations that he had. And I am rooting for something on that level with Tommaso Ciampa. And I think he will bring it. I think this will be, hopefully this is the thing that, you know, past this matchup, he continues on this road to being back, to being the guy that is driven to get gold, to be the best, to show that he's the best sports entertainer of all time. You know, that Tommaso Ciampa, that just daddy's home, he wants his Goldie back, Tommaso Ciampa. Hopefully this is the beginning of that. And, you know, Timothy Thatcher not being a part of the storyline right now is actually kind of helping us in a way to start to maybe get Tommaso Ciampa back, honestly. So, you know, but then he could also play a part in this. I hope not. I hope there's no interference. I hope it's just a straight up matchup. I hope
there's no tomfoolery, but
yeah, I hope
can't
not.
Put that past me though, because Timothy Thatcher, he hasn't been seen.
Where is he? Right. Hopefully they save that for the Tuesday after, that he shows up, you know, on Tuesday and says, you know,
tomfoolery. I don't want no tomfoolery. I don't want Timothy Thatcher to show up. I'm like,
that would kind of take away from it a little bit. It would. Yeah. But I got Walter, man. I got motherfucking Walter retaining. I don't think it's gonna be Tommaso Ciampa that takes the belt off of him. So yes, a retained NXT UK Championship.
How long would this dude keep the belt for?
You know what? I think there is a matchup, and I'll talk about that a little later.
All right.
And I think I know when he's going to lose it. I think I know. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I'm going to save that for you know, a little bit later. We'll talk about that
a little tease.
A little later. Yeah, a little later. So, but remind me if I don't bring it up myself. I'm going to
write it down in my handy dandy notebook. All right.
Yes. There we go.
By the way, at the ClarkStreetWrestling.com, ST for abbreviation, /store. All right.
There we go. There we go. All right. So the main event, the most likely main event for night one. I think they already said maybe on the show that this was going to be the night one main event, if I'm not mistaken.
This has to be. It has to be.
Yeah. So this matchup.
Chaos.
Yeah. Whew, yeah, chaos. Just absolute chaos, especially the way they tore each other apart on this week's NXT. Just, war from beginning of the show to end of the show, in the back, in the ring. Just, Io Shirai just will not die. You can't kill me. You can't kill me, Raquel.
Raquel's like, stay down. Stay down.
She said, no, hell no. Hell no. Oh, man. So here it is. We've got Raquel Gonzalez challenging Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Championship. Oh, man. This matchup here, so during this whole thing, I've been thinking Raquel Gonzalez. Yeah. She's going to win. When she finally goes against Io Shirai, she's going to win. Yeah. And then I'm watching the booking. I'm like, man, Raquel keeps beating the shit out of Io Shirai. Like, it's just so one-sided. Yes. Like, what is going on? I'm just like, all right. Because usually you want to go 50-50 booking. They're going to try to make, Raquel take an L somewhere, towards the end on the go-home show. But Raquel's just beating this dog shit out of Io Shirai, throwing her through walls and tearing her apart.
Through lockers.
Through everything, man. Just they had a war. So I'm like, wow, she looks so incredibly strong. And when she threw her through that wall, I was like, you know what? 50-50 booking be damned. I'm sticking with my pick, Raquel Gonzalez. I'm not changing my pick. And I felt better about it when Io Shirai came out at the end and finally got one-upped her a little bit, at least. She went, over the top rope, took her down, and was standing over her. Yes. Yelling at her, I got you, that was awesome. I was like, oh, thank you. Okay.
Yes. I needed that. I feel so much better now.
Yes. We got the image we needed to be able to at least say, okay, Io got hers too.
Right.
So,
right. I can apply the 50-50 booking logic here.
So
now.
It works. Yes. It works. But I was completely ready to come on here and be like, well, 50-50 booking be damn. I'm going with Raquel Gonzalez regardless. I'm not changing my pick. But it made it easier with that. So Raquel Gonzalez will be the new NXT Women's Champion. That's my pick.
Honestly, if we didn't get that last image of Io Shirai standing tall, me just be having that logical brain, I'd probably just go with Io Shirai, just retaining, because I'm like, oh my God, like Raquel's looking too strong, just like of a beast. I'm like, this is all for Shirai. But now I feel better, I feel calm, I feel chill. Let's make this happen now. Raquel Gonzalez. All right, I got Raquel Gonzalez going all the way, being champion. She is a made woman. When she takes that belt from Io Shirai, all the transfer of power will come with it. All right. Yes, it's like Highlander. You get cut off the head, suck up all the knowledge and power. You know what I'm saying? That will happen.
Right.
All right. So Raquel Gonzalez there. And then now, what will happen with Io Shirai? I know I'm pretty sure it's going to be like some rematches, maybe one or two more. But after that, what do we do with her? What did she have to prove in NXT now? Because she pretty much went through the women's division being a dominant champion.
I mean, the natural thing you would say would be that she'd go to Raw or SmackDown, but we all know how that kind of goes sometimes. Like, that's hit or miss. Yeah. It would be... Okay, so one way or another, I want her and Asuka to end up on the same show. So whether it's her going to Raw or Asuka going to NXT, I want them to end up on the same show. Because I feel like both of them could use each other in their next big thing that they do. So for like Io, I think it just be, the natural thing, like you're saying, is do a rematch with Raquel, where Raquel retains. And then after that, then what, right? And same, with Asuka. I mean, I guess early spoiler alert. The consensus I think is that Asuka more than likely loses this title here at WrestleMania. So with that being the case, if that were to happen, what then for Asuka? So it would be nice to continue because they have history together. They were a tag team. You could put them together, and that would be like the true tag team. They tried to makeshift this with Kairi Sane, but really it was the two of them that was a tag team, in Japan. So that would make a lot of sense. Or, instead of putting them together right away, have them go at it. Have them have, a best of kind of series in NXT. I don't think that works on Raw, because in Raw it's like, okay, I think that audience isn't really for that. But I think NXT would appreciate seeing an Asuka versus Io kind of rivalry and feud unfold. And then eventual team up, and then go for the NXT tag team, the women's tag team championships. Have them go up after that.
They did tag team up for that one match against Sasha Banks and Bayley, right?
Did they tag up, or did she just? I thought Asuka just showed up.
I think. Oh, you know what? Asuka just showed up
because she showed up because Bayley was there, and I know Asuka had her back. I don't remember if they actually tagged up for that.
Yeah, I think I'm getting confused with a tag.
I'd have to go back and look at that. I just clearly remember because it was a 2-night event too, and night one it was Great American Bash, where Asuka showed up and backed up because Asuka had her problems with Bayley and Sasha at the time too. Oh, yeah. So, but this would be more like, all right. Specifically, hey, the two of us, we've got this history. It could be a myriad of things. It could be like, hey, Asuka is coming back and she immediately wants a title shot against Raquel, but Io wants her title back. So then the two of them have to go at it to kind of figure that out. So that's another way that there's so many ways you could do this. But I feel like the two of them, putting them together, it would be, to me, the next natural thing for both of them.
Can you see them as heels together?
I could.
Let's say hypothetical. I'm just, all right. WrestleMania, everyone thinks that Rhea is going to beat Asuka. All right. Everyone. All right. But Asuka somehow gets some help from Io. Io pops up, helps her out, helps her retain. Everybody's shocked.
That's a very early, I'd say that's like Attitude Era booking, like good WWE booking. I don't know that happens in this current era. I don't think they do it like that because I don't think they care about Asuka that much. In the way that they're treating her booking, I don't think they're putting as much thought into it as you are. I think that's the problem. I think that something like that, I could see, in NXT that they do it because Triple H, he cares.
Oh, hell yeah.
And, William Regal cares. And that team, they show, stuff like that, they'll do it. They gave us Adam Cole, Finn Balor, AJ Styles having a moment. Whereas in WWE, it happened on accident, with Bray Wyatt getting sick, or injured or whatever happened to Bray. So that at WrestleMania would be amazing. I think what's more likely, honestly, would be Kairi Sane, doing a one-off, return, with the whole pirate ship and the theme and everything like that. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, it'd be cool if Kairi Sane did this, with the pirate princess gimmick, some kind of entrance or something with it, like for her to have a guest appearance as the pirate queen, like maybe in Asuka's entrance, and she's there. And then they just do that for the entrance, and then Kairi Sane goes away. That would probably be the most likely. Yeah, as a proper send off for Kairi Sane finally. Okay. But I like your idea. It's the fantasy booking there. I would be here for it. If Rhea was to lose in that way, I'd be like, ooh, okay. They're investing, in both of them, and it would get me excited about both of them being on Raw. But I just feel like
you don't believe it for Asuka, right? They haven't showed anything.
No, the booking shows that they don't really care that much. Yeah. That is just kind of an afterthought.
They kept her as champion. They could have took. I didn't even know she was going to make it to WrestleMania as champion, man. Real talk.
I think it's just kind of, honestly, I think it's circumstance that she's in the situation. I love Asuka. Yeah. I'm happy that they rewarded her for all of her hard work during this pandemic era that we've been in. She was the MVP, of the no fans circumstances they had. Just her character was really entertaining during that time. And then when Becky gave her the belt, I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. Maybe this will be something. But the booking since then has kind of not been for her. Like, she was kind of like a third wheel in the Sasha Bayley thing for the longest time. And then since that ended, it's kind of like, what has Asuka really even been a part of storyline wise? It's just kind of, I don't know. I feel like her part of this, even though they kept the belt on her, I just think they didn't know what else to do.
They didn't have anybody else.
Well, and to remember now, Charlotte was gone for a while.
Yeah, she was.
Charlotte was gone for an extended period of time. Yeah. So if Charlotte had been back earlier, I think we would have gotten Charlotte as champion going into WrestleMania. In all honesty, and I think it would have been Charlotte and Rhea had Charlotte
of course, then we
been
had
around and not caught COVID, and
Then we set up the rematch from last year.
Yep. Yeah. But just circumstances being what they are, they're like, well, let's just go with what we have and then get there in a roundabout way for next year. So
roll with the hand we dealt with. I get it.
Yeah, man. So, but I like the booking. I just think probably not, based off the way they've been booking Asuka. And, I just feel like I would love to see Asuka back in NXT because that was the best version of Asuka. Mm-hmm. So put her there. Have her, and she's the one that she's never lost in NXT. Still in NXT, she's undefeated.
Yeah.
So
if they want to roll with that to keep that going,
yep,
they could.
They could. You could just obliterate her history in WWE and just say, hey, this Asuka is the Asuka that has never been beaten. Yeah. Like, she's coming back and she's picking up where she left off.
Kind of repackage herself, like they, like Finn did.
Right.
It's nothing like how he first was booked.
It's like a different person.
Roster. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like a totally different person now, in NXT than he was on Raw and on SmackDown. So, yeah, man. So we'll see. But so with this one, are you got Raquel or you got Io?
Raquel, bro.
Raquel, okay, based off of the way they ended it. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I already written it down in my handy dandy notebook.
So we're in agreement there. New women's champion for NXT, Raquel Gonzalez, to cap off night 1. So let's move on over to night 2. We also had officially for night 2 the match added. We had talked about this as well. The tag team matchup, women's tag team, Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart defending against The Way, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell, indie wrestling herself. All right, so this one, interesting, man. This is tough. This is a tough matchup to predict. The whole hot potato with the women's title, right from jump, night 1. They lost. You had just Raquel and Dakota Kai lose immediately. It sucked to see that, but it was cool that it was Ember and Shotzi that got it. And now it's like, all right, they feel like a real tag team. They changed their entrance music, so now they're one. They're a true tag team.
A true tag team now.
Right. So, and they've had a title defense. They did defend it. It was against the Robert Stone brand. They ended up picking up a victory there. And I don't know, man. I look at Candice and I look at Indy Hartwell. I'm saying, gosh, I could totally see them winning this matchup. And I'm trying to, just go through it in my head. Like, would they play hot potato with this title again? And stand and deliver
against Indy Hartwell?
Yeah. Like, would they do it? Would they do it? And I feel like I have a gut feeling that it's gonna happen. That my gut is telling me that even though I think long term for the championship, it's not good to play hot potato with the belt like this. But I do kind of see it happening with this team. And the other thing I'm thinking about too is, so, we talked about Raquel Gonzalez going against Io Shirai, potentially in a rematch.
Yeah.
But outside of Io, in terms of faces, like immediate face challengers for Raquel Gonzalez, Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart would make a lot of sense for her to also go against for the NXT Women's Championship. So I'm like, man, they could be thinking that way, because other faces right now, I have a hard time. I'm thinking a lot of heels in the company right now, with Mercedes Martinez and Toni Storm. Unless you're going to turn Toni, face again.
That wouldn't make sense.
It wouldn't. Just flip-flopping her character like that wouldn't make sense. Right. So it kind of makes sense to have Ember and Shotzi kind of go for the women's championship. But then they may not even be thinking along those lines. Maybe they're going to promote this girl. What's her name? The new one that Zoe Stark. Thank you.
Zoe Stark. Yeah.
Maybe she's after Io. Maybe it's her that challenges Raquel Gonzalez for the title. Like, who knows? I don't know, man. And then just my love for the Gargano family. I'm kind of just leaning that way too. Like, man, it would be cool to see them have those women's championships, and then finally maybe through heel tactics they keep them for a while. After this. So I don't know. I'm just gonna go with the way. I'm going with Candice and Indy because my gut is telling me this is gonna happen. That they're gonna end up winning the championships. They're gonna play hot potato one more time. And if I'm booking it, if you're gonna do this, the only thing that makes sense for me is to give Ember and Shotzi then an opportunity at Raquel Gonzalez. Just have them feud with her. I think would make sense. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the way. I'm sticking with the Gargano family, and you know what? I feel like I'll just have more fun with this card too if I'm just rooting for the Gargano family to pick up some more gold. So I'm gonna do it. It's the way for me.
Well, this is where we separate, my friend.
I knew it.
You knew it. Yeah, it was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? We was perfect on night one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we were like, all right, night two. First match, this is where we split. I got my girl, Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon. I got them retaining because they can't play hot potato. They can't. The minute they play hot potato again with it, I feel it would lessen the titles. So I think you need to build it up, and you have the right team for it. Basically, they're the face team of the women's tag team division for NXT is Shotzi Blackheart, Ember Moon. Have a great look together. Like you said, you're putting on all the positive. Like, they have a true entrance. They come out on that tank together.
Yes.
Love it. You know what I'm saying? So I can't see that working against them. Let's go, Ember Moon, Shotzi Blackheart. Let's do it.
Yeah, man.
It is
the logic sound, man. I like I like the logic. It makes sense. I could see it that way too. I just feel like the other part about this too, I guess that I wasn't talking about, is that Candice LeRae, she mentioned nobody deserves gold, in that women's division, the women's locker room more than me. And to think about it, Candice LeRae has never been a champion in NXT. Like, she's never held gold.
I know.
So this is kind of
longer. Wait a little bit longer.
She's had so many title shots. She went against Io twice, I think, for the title and lost. And I thought she was going to win one of those. I thought at least one. Like the night that Johnny won, I think it was Halloween Havoc, when he won, I thought she was going to win too, and she didn't.
Yep.
And I was shocked. I was like, wow, okay, because they were really pushing Io, man, which is great, But I think Candice, I think this is the night. This is the night. Basically, their version of WrestleMania culminated for her by her and for Indy Hartwell too, to kind of propel her, her stature and her place, in NXT by giving her gold. I think it makes sense, beyond just my being a fan of the Way and the Gargano family. Also too, I just feel like for them, it makes sense. And then on the other side, I think you have two faces that I think they're prime for an even bigger role in NXT, being the new foils for this champion that's Raquel Gonzalez. She needs opponents. She needs people to go against. And after Io, I think those two make sense. I think unless the only other thing would be unless they decide to turn Raquel face. That's the only other thing I could see. And then Dakota Kai, is going against her
because she champion. I could see that, bro.
They could do that.
I could
could.
Yeah.
It's just a face Raquel. I don't see that happening immediately. I don't know. I'm enjoying her character as is right now.
Honestly, I don't even think it would be that different from her heel character if she was a face character.
Yeah.
Like, I could still see her still giving those passionate promos, still showing the power. I don't think her offensive moveset would change that much.
Yeah.
So
it could be the same. It could be very similar to what she's doing right now, if done right, because, some of the best face characters, they keep a lot of what made them popular as heels.
Of course.
So, it would make sense for her to be that way. I don't know. There's so many ways. And this one, in terms of how confident I am, I'd give this 50-50, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I'd give this 50-50. I think it could go either way. And if Ember and Shotzi win, that's great. Because to your point, I think it does help elevate those tag team titles a little bit now. It's like, okay, now you've got some stability there. But on the flip side, if Candice wins and if Indy Hartwell wins, like, man, what I'll take from it as a positive is that finally Candice LeRae is a champion. And Indy Hartwell, hey, congratulations, you're on your way too. And I would, if I'm booking Ember and Shotzi in that situation, I am putting them on a collision course. One of them, probably more Shotzi, to be honest with you, towards Raquel Gonzalez, when in a title shot there. So, but let's move forward through this here. I'm gonna skip around here on my list and go to.
I knew you was.
Yeah, I'm gonna say because I can't go off of this order. Nah.
Stuff yet.
That could be honestly. That could be my main event. That next one, that's
listed, it could. Oh my,
could be the main event of this whole day.
The promo alone, it felt like it, man. Oh my god.
Yeah, the target, whatever they call it, the prime target that they did.
Yes.
Oh my god, that I was in. I sat up like
yes,
like yes, more of this.
More, give me more.
Oh man, and we'll reveal what we're talking about. I mean, listeners, you probably already know, but. Let's go to the Cruiserweight ladder match, Cruiserweight Championship match. Let's go there and just, I hate to say get it out the way because I am excited about this one.
I'm excited about this match.
Yeah, not as much as some of the other matches we've talked about. My excitement for this match comes in the coronation.
Yes,
of the true
that's where my excitement
Cruiserweight champion.
Yes, from the stipulation of. The true champion now.
The true champion, yes. So, yes, and I guess just to say it, I mean, we're already saying it. My pick is going to be Jordan Devlin. Of course. That's my pick. That's who I want to win. That's who should win. That's who will win. And that's it. Like, if Santos Escobar wins this matchup, I'm going to be a little upset. I'll just say it. I'll be a little bit upset. It won't ruin my night, but I'm going to be a little upset. I'm going to be like, really? This dude still...
Do you think he will have help?
Yeah, because that's his style.
Yeah.
That's his style. He typically, they'll be, yeah. Gosh. Like, I don't want that to happen because, in all honesty, they could have a show-stealing kind of matchup. I mean, it's going to be damn hard.
You want to keep it clean, right?
On this night. But if you keep it clean, a Cruiserweight ladder match with these two guys. I mean, look, Santos Escobar is talented. Yeah. Let's just say that. We're giving him shit because his character right now is kind of phony. Like, he's playing it as he's a gangster, and he's talking about going home when he's challenged to a fight. Like, the gangster persona does not fit him right now. It just does not.
No.
But as an in-ring competitor, he brings it, and he can perform, and I do feel like they could have a great match. It's just, I think, yes, could he have help? Absolutely. I think he could. I think Legado could get involved, especially, both of us predicted they're going to lose that tag team matchup. So to try to hold on to the last championship opportunity that they have, they're probably going to throw everything in it to try to keep those belts, or that belt. But yeah, no, Jordan Devlin. Because if he loses, that would be the reason why I would think that he had help, that Santos had help. But I refuse to pick Santos. I just refuse. Like, I don't care because I could make a logical case for Santos winning this matchup.
That's why I said, "Oh shit!"
Right? But I'm not. No, I've been wanting to see this, and I've been wanting to see Jordan Devlin just to put it in stone that he is the true champion.
Hey, you can't talk all that just to lose, right, Jordan Devlin? Like, man, he was like, you gonna make me come all the way from Ireland.
If it's heel tactics, I wouldn't be mad at him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, because 3-on-1 for Cruiserweight,
right.
It would come on, like it would make sense. You know, if he overcomes it, even better. You know, like that would be great. I would love it if all three of them are trying and Jordan Devlin still pulls down that championship. Oh man, that would even make it sweeter in a way.
Why but I would mention his name with Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde for the ladder match. You see that?
Yeah.
Did
they put it?
Yeah, look at it.
Yeah.
Shit.
No, I don't care. I don't care. The same way where I didn't care if Io Shirai was getting destroyed the entire night. 50-50 booking be damned. I was going to go Raquel Gonzalez. I have been talking about Jordan Devlin coming back and Santos not mentioning his name, being afraid to mention him, and Jordan Devlin was doing nothing but calling this man out. And finally we're here. No. No. Jordan Devlin, I'm picking you. If you lose, so be it. So be it. I'll live with that.
Die on that.
I am not picking Santos Escobar. I refuse.
Yes. I just wish you didn't make that good point, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with my Jordan. I already wrote it down. I'm not gonna cross that name out. Jordan Devlin is written down for my pick. I will stick with that, even though, oh my God, Santos Escobar with his minions. He loves to use his minions a lot.
He does. Oh, he does.
He used that for that street fight. That's all it was. It was a handicap match against Karrion Kross. And now
lost that one too.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I mean, it's Karrion Kross. Yeah. But, yeah.
It's still. But now this is a ladder match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There is ladder match. Anything goes.
So here's the thing. I would be upset if he won, but by heel tactics like that, it would be acceptable, and it wouldn't ruin my night. It would be one of those things where it's like, damn, this guy went about it the heel way, pulled it off. Yeah, it makes sense. So this is going to be a continuing rivalry that they're building now. They're building this for the long term now. You know, and I can see it. I can see them doing that. I just don't want to see it. I am rooting for Jordan Devlin because he's the true champion. If he loses, he loses. But even if he no. I'm picking him. He's the true champion, regardless of what happens. Santos Escobar, no.
I just don't want Santos to win, and that he'll win with his minions, his Raul Mendoza and Joaquin Wilde, and say like, all right, you see that? I am the true champion now. I don't want him to say that. That would just hurt the hell out of me.
But the problem with this, but here's the thing. Then I guess now why I'm kind of coming around to the idea a little bit more, because I started out saying, man, I'd be pissed off, and now I'm like, yeah, I could kind of accept it. Where I'm at right now is, even if he does win, let's just say, I'm picking Jordan Devlin. But let's say Santos Escobar wins, and let's say it's by heel tactics, and then he's going to go ahead and gloat. You know what Jordan Devlin's going to say? You didn't beat me by yourself. You and your goons beat me. Face me one-on-one.
Good point.
And in that rematch, Jordan Devlin's winning.
Yeah, and then really when Regal would hear that, like, you know what? That's a very good point, Jordan Devlin. Very good point.
Yes.
You are right.
That would be it.
You are right. Okay. I'm back. I'm back now. Thank you, sir. Thank you, brother.
No problem. No problem. Here for you. I was talking myself through it too, man.
We worked that out. Yeah, man.
I started off being like, dude, I was about to be, I'm like, I will be pissed. It will ruin, just taint the whole night for me, but then I'm like, I don't want it to. And now I'm thinking about it like, yeah, I could see it. When you brought up, he's going to have they have it as they're going to be there too. I'm like, man, 3-1 against a cruiserweight, I could see them winning because of that help. And that would make sense. And then it's a continuing storyline. And then going into the weeks, William Regal would see what happens, make the rematch. When he's forced to fight by himself against Jordan Devlin,
you probably bar them, Raul Mendoza, Joaquin Wilde from ringside. Like if they do, you lose, like you forfeit the title, some shit like that.
Yeah. So that's acceptable. That's acceptable. But Jordan Devlin, I just cannot bring myself to pick Santos Escobar until this man has earned back my respect. He has to earn it, and I don't know what it's going to take, but he's going to have to earn that respect. Because Jordan Devlin
win the interim title, beating Drake Maverick, right?
See, that doesn't help his case. That doesn't help his case. Not at all.
I'm just keeping it real, right?
And Jordan Devlin, did he beat Lio Rush? Or was it Angel Garza?
Angel Garza.
It was one of those two. Garza. I forget who was champion at the time.
No. Lio Rush. It was
Lio Rush?
Lio Rush.
Okay.
I think it was.
I think it was Lio Rush. I think it was Lio Rush as well. So, but regardless, I mean, you can't compare either one of those guys and then Drake Maverick. Like, what? No, it's not the same. No. It's not the same. That's what it is, man. So here we are. We are both going with Jordan Devlin.
Yes.
Even though we've kind of come to the conclusion, like, hey, if he loses, there is a way to make this story make logical sense and for it to be okay going forward for the long-term booking. But Jordan Devlin is the pick. As you would say, it is decided.
It is decided.
All right. Now we're getting into, we might as well just call this kind of a triple main event here because these next three matches are going to be awesome, featuring just this next one, Johnny Gargano is that dude. He is Johnny Takeover.
He is.
And the person he's going to go against, which both of us are saying Dexter Lumis, is working his way up into stardom, for NXT and for WWE in general. But, in all three of these last matches, you've got true stars. At least one of the guys in these matchups are genuine superstars in these last three matches. So this is going to be incredible. But yeah, let's start off with the North American Championship matchup here. Johnny Gargano versus potentially Dexter Lumis or whoever it is. But we're saying Dexter Lumis. So I'm going to hand this one off to you.
It really don't matter. It really don't matter.
Who you got?
I got Johnny Gargano, that dude. Yeah. Johnny Takeover, man. It don't matter. It don't matter who comes out there eliminated. They getting demolished. All right. They're going to get squashed, destroyed, all that good stuff. All right. So I got Johnny Gargano. He impressed me with Kushida. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went toe-to-toe without any help, beat that man by himself. No help. Boots on his feet.
Yep.
Let's go. Johnny Gargano. Let's go. I got him. Enough said.
100%. I mean, listeners, you know where I'm going with this. I'm going Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano, the Johnny Takeover, Johnny Champion. He's the guy. He's the man. Whoever it is that's going against him. The only person that would kind of make me nervous in this would be Bronson Reed. That's the one guy.
Because he got the tummy move. Shit.
Right. He hits that splash, it's over. It's over. So that's the only guy that would make me somewhat nervous in this whole thing. But honestly, I don't think he's even going to get there. I think it's going to be Dexter Lumis. And with that said, I've got Johnny Gargano retaining. And in my world, that means Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae at the same time are going to be champions by the end of this night. I'm rooting for it. Hey, Candice, Indy, let's go. Let's make it happen. Okay. And then the Gargano family will have a lot of the gold. Not all the gold, but a lot of the gold.
So.
I'm rooting for it. Let's go. Let's go. Gargano family. All right, so we both got Johnny Gargano. Johnny freaking Takeover winning this matchup. Regardless of who wins the Gauntlet Eliminator, we've got Johnny freaking wrestling, Johnny Takeover.
What a 180 I did, man. If you can go in the old Hall of Records and just the disdain in my voice for Johnny Gargano, I wasn't having it. I was not fucking having it. Now I'm like, yeah, Johnny Gargano, let's go.
Man. You came around. You saw the way. Way.
I've seen it. I've seen the way. I'm here.
Oh, man. Yeah, listeners, it's been quite a road. I mean, y'all know how I feel about Johnny Gargano. From day one, I've been backing this man. When he and Tommaso Ciampa had their matchup, I was still calling Johnny Gargano a face. I was. And to this day, I still believe that. In their story, Johnny Gargano is always the face. Tommaso Ciampa is always the heel. It's Tommaso's fault.
If we ever do an interview with Johnny Gargano, you're gonna ask him that. And that's in that last match. That story right there. Who's the face? Who's the heel? All right.
Oh man, you know what? I feel like, I mean, this is just me guessing, and he could say whatever he would want to say, but I I don't know. I think in every heel's mind, in every villain's mind, they're the hero. So I think really, even if you are playing the heel, you are the face in your story. Like Thanos was a hero in his mind.
Yeah,
he's thinking himself,
true.
he's saving
I'm trying to save
all of existence.
Right, I'm trying to save the human mankind.
Yeah. It's like, you should have been thankful for what I did. Look at how you guys are thriving. Next time I do this, I'm just going to wipe all you guys out of existence. I'll just do that. That would be better because you guys are so ungrateful.
Right. I'm going to mind wipe everybody, man, so nobody will remember this shit, man.
All you guys are
ungrateful bastards.
Y'all should be thanking me. What is this? Oh, man. So, yeah, man, I think he would be like, of course I was the hero. Tommaso Ciampa was a jerk. He was a jerk. Oh, man, I love it. I love it. So, yeah, Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Takeover, Johnny Champion retaining the North American Championship. Now, no championship. Well, hold on. Okay, before I go into this next one, I think we should talk about this one next, but I'm going to say this, that I think this is the match I'm most anticipating on this whole weekend right now.
So let's call the audible then, man. Let's make this
but here's the thing,
wrestling
though.
Main event.
Yes, but Finn and Karrion Kross is like a ridiculous match.
Yeah.
Like I'm hyped for that one too, and the respect that I have for Finn and Karrion Kross, I feel like it should be the main event. It should be talked about as the main event. I just had to make that note for the listeners that y'all know, that you just gotta know that that's where my mindset is at right now. That this matchup, that prime target that they did on NXT, the promo they had on last week's NXT, just got me to a point where I'm like, wow, no championship on the line, just and story. This matchup is everything right now.
100% story. That's all it is.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
So here we go.
Yes.
Adam Cole, baby, that dude versus Kyle O'Reilly. Let's fucking go. This matchup. Oh my god. All right, man. Now I gotta give respect to where it's due. Devin, Adam Cole is your guy. Yeah. I know you guys have had a little rough patch there.
Little rocky towards the end, man, you know.
But you're back.
I'm back.
You're back. You're 110% back.
All the way back. Especially after this promo he did last week, and especially last night from Prime Target. Oh my fucking god. It was just like, yes, this is the Adam Cole that I need. This is the Adam Cole that I miss. And this is the Adam Cole that I'm picking to beat Kyle. This Adam Cole is not losing against Kyle O'Reilly. No, not this Adam Cole. Bro, my man is focused. He is done with Undisputed. Done. It
doesn't exist without him.
Right.
In his mind, it does not exist without him.
He was like, bro, this whole ordeal, Kyle O'Reilly, is your fucking fault. I had that epiphany because of fucking you. Because you decide to step out of line and go for the title. And you failed 2 times. And not only that you failed, you thought you could bring somebody in to join the group.
Bring Finn Balor in. That video, too, when they showed the grin on Kyle O'Reilly's face when they were all in line doing the pose. He's like, yeah, we got Finn, yeah. And Adam Cole, you see him like,
fuck?
Okay. Nah. And he super kicks him. Oh, man. They're arguing. He super kicks Kyle O'Reilly. I was like, wow.
Yes.
He's like, are you out of your mind? You try to bring Finn Balor into this? No, man. No. You are a lapdog. And you're comfortable being a sidekick.
Yes.
And that's something that Adam Cole will never be. I said, damn.
Yes. When I saw that super kick to Finn Balor, and then when I clearly saw it when he did it right after to Kyle O'Reilly, I understood.
Yep.
Everything. That was a bodily language right there.
Yeah.
Adam Cole was speaking to me, directly to me, explaining to me what was going on.
Yeah.
So I knew. And yeah, in this time, man, let's go. Adam Cole, baby, all the way. Kyle O'Reilly. Yeah, you're going to, it's going to be match of the year candidate right here.
Yeah. This has that potential.
Yes.
The story
alone.
The long-term story that these guys, I mean, going back, they were showing stuff from New Japan.
12 years ago, man. They told this story beautifully within,
beautifully.
Like, how long was this promo? Maybe 6-7 minutes?
Maybe that.
Maybe that, but maybe even shorter than that. But still, they told it well enough for you to understand the story, even if you was brand new to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they laid it out perfectly. It was great to watch. I was, at the edge of my seat, rewatching it, just loving it. Adam Cole in his suit. You got 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Y'all got 15 minutes of my time.
It's like, man, you got 15 minutes.
Y'all got 15 minutes.
Shit,
talking about this fool.
Right.
And you know what? Like, I'll give Kyle credit. Like, his promo cut really well to the Prime Target video.
It did.
Like, it cut really well. Because when it happened 2 weeks ago on NXT, I was like, man, he got destroyed by Adam Cole. Like, no way. This is I mean, good promo versus, like, epic 316 promo is basically what that was.
Motherfucker, I just did a 360 slam dunk on your ass, man. You just did a regular ass layup.
He laid it up. Adam Cole was half man, half amazing. Vince Carter, like, it's over.
Right.
It's over. That's what that promo was, man. Just letting the world know it's over.
Yes.
Yeah, man. But then in the Prime Target, I'm listening and I'm watching and I'm saying, yeah, it cuts well together, man. Him saying, you're that same asshole that walked through those doors 4 years ago. I was like, yeah. They showed Adam Cole's face looking all mean and evil.
Never changing.
Yeah, he's that same dude. You're right. But that's cool because that means he's back. Like, he's back to be focused on what matters and showing and reminding the world and reminding Kyle O'Reilly who the man is, that he's the best, period. Like, I love that. I love that drive from Adam Cole, him finding that again. Yes. Like, he was trying to be the team player. That was Tommaso Ciampa-ish.
I got lost because I thought it was all about brotherhood.
Yeah, but damn all that. No, it was always about being the best. Yeah. And Kyle lost sight of that. And Kyle wants his soul back. Well, I mean, that's cool, for him and trying to have that like face storyline. But I'm not really all that invested in that. I'm invested in the dude that wants to be the best. He wants to be the champion. He's gonna end you. You just signed your death warrant. You're so stupid. You're so stupid. I will end you. Oh man. Just Adam Cole, he's that dude, man. He's back.
Non-sanctioned match. Let me ask you this. Would there be blood? Should there be blood?
I don't think there will be, unless it's unintentional. It's one of those situations where somebody gets cut, because it's been happening recently in Kyle's matches with him and Finn that someone bleeds. It just happens. But should there be? If this were in the Attitude Era, there would be 100%. There would have been blood. Guaranteed. There would be. Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. When you got a story rivalry like this, dating back, 12 years, then it's guaranteed to be some blood.
It would make sense. It would make sense. But I'll say this too, though, that the story is so good that even without blood, it's not gonna take me out of it to say, oh man, there should have been. It's just more of it would add something to it. It would add to the drama. Yeah. But I think they're telling such a good story that even without it, I'm there. Like, I wasn't even thinking about that until you just said it. So for me,
what? I wouldn't even be thinking about it if it wasn't for AEW actually, man.
Oh
because they tell stories with blood so well. Yeah. It gets me to want to see that and bleed over into WWE. Not even the main roster, because I get it, it's the main roster, but NXT, I feel like they can get away with it because it's catered to a different type of crowd, more of an older crowd. Not more of a, hunky-dory, whatever, like the main roster. But this is more grown-up, teenager to grown-up. And I feel just elevate the story so well with some blood, you know? Because I see it how it's done so well in AEW, you know, so come on, Triple H. You know what I'm saying? If you got a little blood capsule, if you got to do that fake blood, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, you ain't got to blade nobody, right? You know what I'm saying? But a blood capsule could do that. Internal bleeding.
Well, I know you didn't intend this pun, but for it to bleed over from AEW to NXT, like that would be kind of cool for this storyline for sure. I like that. You just said it without even thinking about it. You're like, yeah, for that to just bleed over. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, it wouldn't take anything from me. It wouldn't take anything away not to have it, but it would add something if they did choose to do something simple as like a blood capsule or something, internal bleeding. I think that would be cool. I think that'd be a nice touch to really get across like how vicious this is, especially with it being an unsanctioned match. Like it would make sense for them to
because it said unsanctioned. I'm like, oh man, they gotta go hardcore. Like, I'm thinking, could it possibly be some blood? That's when it got me thinking once I saw it's gonna be an unsanctioned match.
Well, I think they're going to go probably around the arena, backstage, kind of, Edge, Randy, like, not false count anywhere, but like, using everything.
Yeah. What was that last man standing match?
I think that one was the last man standing. Yes.
Yeah. So I didn't went everywhere.
But something along those lines of like, using foreign objects and, battling around the entire CWC, I could see this matchup being like that, and just some of the spots too that they could do, the chemistry that these guys have. It's gonna be one, man. It's gonna be one for the ages. So this has match of the year. One of the all-time great matches, especially just story-wise. Like since Gargano Ciampa, I don't think I've been this excited for this kind of personal rivalry, since those two, since One Final Beat. Like, I don't think there's been a rivalry that's been this personal. Like, I think that's something they've been missing since Gargano and Ciampa kind of ended their feud. You don't have two guys with history like those two. Those two knew each other forever. And so with everybody else in the company, it's like, they've crossed paths into the indie scene for sure, but it's not as apparent on NXT. But Undisputed, all these guys have been together for so long.
Yes.
And even within NXT, it's been 4 years pretty much that they've been together. So to have that going on here, it's like, man, this right here, you're going to feel it one way or another. Now, I'll ask you this. What if Kyle wins? Like, how would you feel about that? Because I'm picking Adam Cole, 100%. I think Adam Cole is going to win. And I feel like the way that he cut that promo, that was it. That was it for me. He's winning. But what if, because Kyle is the face, what if they had him win? Like, what would you feel, or what would make it acceptable to you?
Ooh, what would make it acceptable? Well, oh my God, you asked a good question. I don't know if I can see Kyle O'Reilly actually beat Adam Cole, because I don't see him at that same star level. I don't even see him at, even when he went against Finn Balor, he can beat Finn Balor. But can I see him as champion? I don't know, man. I don't know. Not Kyle O'Reilly. To me, he has more of a maybe a bland personality. Just on the cusp of bland, I say. Just on the cusp of bland. Because it kind of got there with his with that contract signing. Yeah. So, and then I'm glad that you said that, in the Prime Target promo, it kind of elevated his, using clips
with
from
the video.
It kind of elevated. But before that, it just seemed one note. It just seemed, he didn't have a lot of passion. Until towards the end, he started yelling. But just before that, I'm just saying, it just seems like a bland, almost a bland character. So, I just, to me, man, I'm just gonna say, I can't even see him beat Adam Cole. I can't even imagine that. So I know you want to put it out there when I know you want to play devil's advocate, but I can't see that. I can't see that. I'm sorry. I can't.
Well, I just had to ask you the question because, I mean, I know just how much of an Adam Cole fan you are. And, there is that possibility, though, with this matchup, given the way they're booking it, with Kyle being the face and with him trying to, as he says, get his soul back. Like he's saying all the face things that, one would say. And this is kind of like their big show. So I could see potentially, them trying to use this because he lost to Finn Balor twice, right? Yep. And so those were the last two images we had of Kyle, in action was losing two matches, two big high-profile matches in a row, two takeovers in a row. And now to go against Adam Cole and lose again, it's like, where does Kyle go from here with it? So, maybe they have him win the matchup. I think that Adam Cole, given the promo and given what it would do for him to get a W, I feel like that's why I'm picking Adam Cole is because he killed it. He killed it. And I want to see him continue on that path to just, building momentum towards going after the title, maybe going against Karrion Kross down the road or whoever is champion at that end, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Like, or Finn Balor, whoever wins. I can't. But, so I don't know. For me, I think that the way that I could accept Kyle winning, I think you brought up a good point in that Kyle, the way he feels right now, it's hard to see him beating Adam Cole. But I think there's a viciousness that I would need to see from Kyle in this matchup to make me believe, like, oh, wow, he really, like, I need to see the passion. It seems
more
like
than what you saw against Finn Balor?
Yes. Like, I think it's something inside of him wants to burst out. Mm-hmm. Like, he's kind of staying composed and still kind of using his same cadence. But I feel like there's a rage inside of Kyle that we haven't quite seen yet. And that if he can find that in this matchup, it'll be believable. To where
maybe Adam will help him find that.
I think that's what this match is all about. In all honesty, I think what Adam Cole was trying to do with that promo was piss off and dig deep and show Kyle what Kyle needs to do to get on his level. I think behind the scenes, I think Adam is trying to help Kyle get on that main event level in a way that even the matchups with Finn Balor couldn't do. Like Finn and him had good chemistry wrestling-wise, but I think we still look at Kyle as like not that guy yet.
Yeah.
So take someone who he has this history with, this long-term history, and put them in a very personal storyline and have Adam Cole dig into Kyle and get at him and just show him, getting up, yelling in his face like, you are nothing, and really looking at him like he hates
he's gonna
it.
do that,
yeah, and gives him to give Kyle the green light to try to match him and to go off and say, hey, say whatever, do whatever, dig down deep, because this is the fucking level you have to get to be at the top of the mountain. I'm showing you. I'm leading by example. Yes. Even now pinnacle. That we're not undisputed, I'm still leading you towards greatness. Yes. So just follow me, Kyle. I feel like that's what's the
pinnacle.
Right. Oh God. So I just feel like that's what we need to see. We need to see Kyle dig down and find that rage, that anger. Like there was a moment where he told Adam Cole, he said, "Look at me." I was like, "Ooh, it's in there." But he's just not letting it out. It's not consistent.
Letting it all out,
Yeah. It's like you opened the door a little bit, and there was a little light that came out and then shut real quick, and he went right back to being the regular Kyle. And I'm like, ugh.
He said he's like in preteen Gohan mode right before he fought Cell.
Right.
When he went against Cell, he just let it all out, hit that next level.
Yeah.
So I get it,
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. So you watch Jujutsu Kaisen?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, let me just say this: that there's a character in the show when you meet him and he's like kind of normal, but he's a fun-loving guy. But then at a certain point, something changes. And then you see this other side of him. And he's a fucking beast. And it's just like, yo, what? I'm interested now. Now I'm in. Now I'm there. And I feel like, for me, that's kind of Kyle. Like, he's kind of like this character where it's like he has the potential. He's fun to watch. He does the air guitar. It's great. We all love Kyle.
Oh, yeah.
But then now it's like, to get to that next level, he needs to find his inner beast. He needs to find that part of him that makes us go, damn. Like, what did Kyle just do? Holy shit. Oh, man, what is the fuck? You know what I'm saying? With the MMA and all that, like, he's got the elements. Like, he has make us cringe and say, oh, what's he doing?
Kind of stiff. Shit.
Yeah, exactly. So just, if he finds that in this matchup, and I think he has the perfect dance partner in Adam Cole to do it.
Oh, yes.
They
trust each other in the ring.
Yes.
So, yes.
Yes. So that's what I would need. That's what I would need. I'm hoping, win or lose, I'm hoping to see that from Kyle. I think Adam Cole wins because, damn it, the man's earned it. But I would love to see Adam Cole bring that out of Kyle, even if it's in a losing effort for Kyle. So that's what I'm rooting for.
What's that anime called again?
Jujutsu Kaisen. It's on Crunchyroll, but I'm actually watching it on HBO Max.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, I got that. I'm gonna pull. Okay, got something to add to the anime.
It's good.
Have you seen Mob Psycho 100?
I have. Actually, I started it. I did.
Okay.
I started it a while ago. It's from the same creators as One Punch Man, right?
Yes.
Yeah. With the kid who, I guess kind of like that because he's very like monotone.
Yes.
And then but
the
like
numbers go slowly up. Like once he reached like 100, that motherfucker's like livid. He's like the most powerful being on earth right now. Nobody can stop him. I'm like, holy shit, bro.
I like that.
Where was this at?
I like that.
Yeah.
Well, there's so many anime references.
It is.
There's in Dragon Ball Super, the female saying, the one that's super shy and just kind of like,
what's her name? Kale?
Khalifa, something like that. But there's two of them, right?
I think Khalifa is the with the long hair. The one that's kind of shy is Kale.
So the shy one, she's like all about her sister and like she's a sidekick. Yeah. The shy one's like a sidekick.
Yep.
But then when she reaches down deep and finds that rage, she becomes a beast, like unstoppable, brawly,
like
beast, right? So I'm like, Kyle's got that in him. He just needs to find all that. He needs to find that inner Brawly, that inner Mob Psycho 100, that inner Jujutsu Kaisen. Pull it all out, man. Find that shit. It's there, Kyle. It's there. So yeah, man, I'm rooting for that. One way or another, I am rooting for that. But Adam Cole is the pick for both of us. Adam Cole, baby, is back. Yes. So we are at the main event.
Yes.
Which, I had to give it to the viewers, like our listeners and viewers, that other matchup, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, to me is like the people's main event. But this matchup here is very worthy of being the main event as well.
Yes, it is.
Man, so let's get right into it. It is Karrion Kross with Scarlett in tow versus the Prince himself, Finn Balor. Yes, man. I mean, this has been, Finn said it best. It wasn't if, it was when. And there were some moments there where it was like, all right, maybe they will go another way. Maybe this guy will beat Finn. Like when Adam Cole and Finn went against each other right before this happened, we both were kind of like, maybe Adam Cole wins this matchup. But it didn't happen, and we kept the matchup with Karrion Kross and Finn Balor. The belt that Karrion Kross never lost. He's getting a chance to go against the guy that won it when he was stripped of it, when he relinquished it. And here we are, man, full circle. This matchup, to me, is clear as day. There is no real mystery behind who I think is going to win. I think it's more about where do we go from here after the win, at least for me. The pick here is Karrion Kross. I think Karrion Kross wins. I think he's the right person to beat Finn Balor. It makes sense for him to beat Finn. Let him pick up backed up momentum from when he won the championship from Keith Lee, and let him just go to strap a rocket ship on his back and let him go and take him straight to the moon, to steal Cameron Grimes' phrase there. Put that rocket ship on Karrion Kross. Is his time. For Finn, like I said, I think the question is where do we go from here? For me, I mentioned this earlier. I think this is the thing I wanted you to remind me of, to come back to what I see in the future or who I think will beat Walter. I think it's Finn. I think it's Finn Balor. I think Finn Balor is the guy that's going to beat Walter.
You think they're going to come back to that when they was first building to that match? And it's supposed to be a takeover called Takeover Ireland, if I remember.
Yep. I think we're coming back to that. I don't think we get it in Ireland. That would have been epic.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. If there was somehow, some way that they could do that, oh my God. And with the crowd, but it's just, at this point, we just got to take what we can get. So I think Finn is the man to beat Walter, to beat motherfucking Walter. You know, that would be an epic matchup, but there's unfinished business with those two. And to me, I have not forgotten. Like, that's where, if not for Karrion Kross getting injured and if not for the world, you know, like shutting down, basically, that's where we were headed. Was Finn Balor versus Walter. So I think we come back to that, and I think Finn's the guy to do it. And hey, you know, lose to Karrion Kross, but beat Walter? Shit. Like, there ain't nothing to be worried about, man. You're a made man. Like, you are a made man. He already is a made man as far as NXT fans are concerned.
Yeah, but he beat like a dude that had a 700-day reign.
That would be insane. It would be insane.
Talking about giving this man the juice.
I think he's the guy. I don't know who else you give that to, because the way that match with Ilya went, I thought, wow, maybe it happens here, and it didn't. And after that, I was like, ain't nobody beating this man.
Man, that's kind of how I took that match, man, with Dragunov and Walter, man. Like, after that, I was like, who else?
Who's left?
Unless they introduce somebody into the UK and then they get like on this run and then maybe, but outside of that, who else, bro?
But that's the thing, though. I don't even think I would accept that, like, someone new coming in and beating Walter. I think it would have to be somebody with experience, somebody who, like, you know, could has that cred.
The UK.
That what?
Who's connected to the UK?
Well, who's connected to the UK, but also too whose powers can threaten Walter. You know, like some new guy coming up, even from the UK. Like, I don't believe like some person on a hot streak is gonna just catch Walter. Like, it's not gonna happen, man. Like, I think you need to be somebody with cred, somebody who's gone out there and has bodies. You know what I'm saying? Who has a body count also. That is the guy that I'm gonna believe can take this man out. Because you see his body count, and it's like, damn, 700 days of this? And then you put him up against Finn Balor, who two-time NXT champion. Like, his combined reigns now.
How
like
many
between
takeovers has he been? Matches?
Most takeover matches, most championship matches, I think now. Man. Like, I think those two, collision course, and if you're gonna have somebody beat him, I think it's Finn.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. Well, obviously, I got Karrion Kross with it. You know, I'm just gonna go with the super obvious answer. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a spectacular match, but I must go with Karrion Kross. This dude is a beast. It was essentially a 2-on-1 handicap match against what was it? Danny Burch and Orny Lorcan. Yeah, because Finn Balor barely helped. You know, helped a little bit, but outside of that, it was like a 2-on-1. I'm like, oh yeah, Finn ain't winning. You know what I'm saying? Karrion Kross, love his whole look, love his whole package. Got the power game. Guys has a finisher. I'm still trying to get into his finisher. I'm still trying to buy that whole, you know, time's up and hit you with the back of the neck.
Yeah. When he hit Finn with it, during their tag match or at the end of their tag match. That was probably the best it looked because it kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He didn't really do the setup. He just kind of went with it. And I don't know, something about it in that moment, I was like, oh, okay. That's probably the one that I believed the most. You know, when he sets it up, I kind of like, I don't know. I'm suspending my belief to an extent still with it. Honestly.
Yeah. Even with the whole setup, the sequence that he does the Saito suplex. Yeah. Then he follows up with whatever you call the behind the neck.
Yeah,
forearm.
Time's up. I'm just gonna call it the time's up.
Yeah, there we go. It is decided. Time's up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's work in progress. I think for him still, overall. But I just think it's clear as day. It's his time. The time is now for Karrion Kross to be champion, to continue where he left off. When he first won the championship, so to be a 2-time NXT champion who's never actually lost the NXT championship is incredible. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited what's to come for him. I'm excited what's to come for Finn. We'll see. Maybe I'm right. Maybe they decide Vince is like, damn, this guy is doing great over there. I'm going to steal him for Raw. Because I think I was saying, too, the last time when we were doing the preview, that what I could also see for Finn would be him going to Raw and him and AJ having some kind of interaction there, I think that would be awesome too. This version of Finn on Raw,
AJ? Yeah.
And with AJ,
cocky AJ just been cocky lately, like
right.
These wins and
so that too, is something that could happen. But then recently, I don't know, just. Getting excited about this Walter match with Tommaso Ciampa and thinking, I think Walter's going to retain. Who's going to beat him? I'm like, damn, man, what about that Finn storyline? Like, yeah, we could go back to that. So there's a lot of opportunities for Finn. I think no matter what, like, he's the future is bright for him, man. As long as he wants to keep doing this, he's built this character up now to a point where we don't even talk about the demon. It's just him.
It's like, right. I don't even think about. Like, yeah, man, he needs to bring the demon back. I have not said that not one time.
Nope. I'm cool with him as is. And that's really something, man. That's really remarkable for him, just as a performer to have built up this new persona as the persona. Yes. So, yeah, man, just props to him. But, yeah, that's it.
Quick question, man. Yeah. Do you think they would actually bring Karrion Kross up to the main roster, just have Finn Balor retain? Because I think
there's a chance. Yeah.
Because he's bigger.
Karrion Kross.
He's up there with size just like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Another big body on the roster you can use. And I can see him on Raw. He fits the Raw roster well, actually.
Yeah, that's Vince's type of guy, in terms of just the body type, and then that larger than life kind of persona, just the entrance, and then Scarlett with her whole thing, beautiful bleach blonde, but then this character works. He loves his blondes, but the character work too that she does, like the witchcraft voodoo type, fortune tellery thing that she's doing. I think that would pique Vince's interest a lot too. So putting those two together on a Raw, let's say, that makes a lot of sense. And then him and Drew, you said is Drew size. That's another person that you could put up against the Drew McIntyres, against the Keith Lees, of Raw. Bobby Lashley.
Even The Fiend, because he has that, that supernatural presence, and Karrion Kross brings that with Scarlett, so you can do that.
Scarlett and Alexa Bliss, there's that too. They could be trying to out voodoo each other and make each other puke up black blood, throwing fireballs at each other.
And Alexa,
you got flame, you got fire, you got flame, you got fire. You're just back and forth. Having fireball battles in the middle of Raw. Just like, dude, just hitting. This thing like those like battles you'll have with two superpowered guys, Kamehamehas hitting each other or something like that. It's like Alexa on one side, Scarlett on the other side. Right, they hit each other, big explosion. Oh, man. Dude, yes, I can see it. I can see it.
Book it.
I can
book
see
it.
it.
We wanted The Fiend versus First Karrion Kross. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, man. So, yeah, I can see all that. So, I wouldn't – if Finn Balor won this matchup and then Karrion Kross went over to Raw or to SmackDown, I'd be cool with it. I think that'd be all right. But I just feel like logically it all seemed to be building towards Karrion Kross. So that's more of what I'm expecting. For a prediction, that's where I'm going. But, yeah, if they go the other way, okay. I'm cool with it.
Yeah, me too, because I already see that he's ready. He's been ready. Like since he's debuted, when I saw that entrance, that down, I'm like, oh yeah, he's okay. Yeah, main roster instantly.
Yeah,
main roster.
It wouldn't have shocked me if after that first entrance they would have just paused the entire production. Yes. This man comes out, shakes that man's hand, shakes Charlotte's hand.
What is this? Who's this blonde right here?
Hey, get over to Raw right now. Get over to Raw right now. Yes. I need this on Raw right now.
I need the Fiend. I need Karrion Kross. I need a voodoo match.
Yes, I need the voodoo match now. All red. Red lighting everywhere. Oh, man. That's Vince, man.
Man.
He loves all that shit. He loves all of it. So I can see it. But yeah, man, we've come to the conclusion of Stand and Deliver. You know, we went through all the matches. All of the matches, I think we picked the same except for the women's tag team matchup. So
man.
That'll be the decider.
That's the only thing we went left on. That was weird.
So before we did this, I had a feeling like it was going to be pretty easy for me going through who I thought was going to win. And I thought we were going to be on the same page except for that one. Because I feel like Ember and Shotzi, that matchup, I think it feels more like those two have a very good chance to win and a slightly better chance than Candice and Indy. I'm kind of going with the swerve a little bit, I feel there. Just going a little bit different than
what it is.
I feel like that the popular pick there is going to be Ember and Shotzi to retain. And it makes sense because they just won, and why would they flip-flop the titles? But I think that Candice coming out and saying she's never, she's the most deserving to be a championship, and I'm thinking, damn, she's never had a title. It makes sense, but I could see it going the other way too, so that's cool. But yeah, all the rest of them, yeah, I think it was just pretty straightforward even before we started recording. Like I didn't have it all like, oh, I have my list, but in my head, I'm like, yeah, I could see where I'm going to go with this. Yeah. I could see. So, yeah, man.
And get the WrestleMania. That'd be a whole nother.
Oh, yeah, WrestleMania. We'll see. Yeah. We'll see. That one, I will not predict a flawless victory on that one.
Crisscrossing, we don't know where we're going with this shit.
It's going to be. We're going to figure it out as we go along. That's what's going to happen. That is what's going to happen. But for this, that is going to do it for the prediction show for Stand and Deliver.
And Deliver.
Devin, please, sir, tell the people where they can catch us.
I'm going to let them know about them social platforms where they can hit us up at, where they can follow us up at. That is, we got TikTok.
TikTok.
Yes, we got Twitter.
New NXT champion. New NXT champion.
Just had to get that in there. There we go. Yes, we got Instagram. We got Twitter. And we got Facebook with an awesome Facebook group called the Clark Street Wrestling Community, which we have 131 members now. 131. All right. Go ahead and look for us on Facebook. We're trying to get to 200 by WrestleMania. We're on that quick timetable. So I know we can do it. Maybe not. We're gonna see though. All right, but hit us up on Facebook group Clark Street Wrestling Community, and we will embrace you with open arms. All
Absolutely.
Right. Yes. And it's only one website, one stop and shop, where you can find all those social platforms. That's ClarkStreetWrestling.com, ST for the abbreviation, where we have all of our lovely episodes for Season 3 on YouTube, where we have 119 subscribers. For the people that's following us. Yeah, we grew a little bit since the last week. I think we was at 115, 116. Now we at 119, so it's all love. people who's following us, hitting that subscribe button, hit that notification button so they know when we upload a new episode. They dive right in, enjoy our beautiful faces. We thank you. Thank you very much. And I cannot forget about merch. Yes.
Get your merch.
Yes.
Get your merch. Get
merch.
Get your merch.
Merch.
Get your merch. Get it.
Merch.
Get your merch.
Merch.
Get your merch. Get
merch.
Get your merch.
Merch.
Get your merch.
Yes. We're still working on that. Yes, but get your merch. Get your notebook like this, Clark Street Wrestling notebook. We got cups, we got mugs, we got gators, we got face masks. And soon, when this weather breaks, we got beach towels. Beach towels are on the way, people. I'm serious. We got beach towels, long beach towels too. Spread them out, put them on the sand. Enjoy the nice hot sun. Get that suntan lotion. If your skin is sensitive to the sun, all right, you might get some Clark Street Wrestling suntan lotion. I don't know.
As you were saying it, I was like, are we getting suntan lotion?
We could. we work out the details for that. I'll be like, look at that lotion right here.
Like, there it is.
Right, yeah, Clark Street sunscreen lotion. Oh, man. Awesome. Yes. But you can find all that merch, all that good stuff on the website, clarkstreetwrestling.com/store for your pleasure.
Yes. Let that merch stand and deliver directly to your doorstep. Order it, get it now as we conclude our stand and deliver predictions.
Yes.
That is going to do it. It's been a fun time. We got the predictions coming up for WrestleMania here in a little bit. But for this one, we are done. So for Devin, I'm Hafeez. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening to the Clark Street Wrestling Podcast.